Hey gardeners, welcome to the September garden. Let's walk around and see what's blooming, what's growing in the September garden. This dark mystery hibiscus is such a beautiful addition to the garden. The asparagus ferns look beautiful behind the zinnias. They give such a magical touch to the morning garden. These pink luminosa zinnias last about 2 to 3 months in the garden. The Tetrapanax is always a winner in the garden. The leaves are so large and so interesting to look at. It's a perennial for me, and it's one of my favorite plants in the garden. The autumn joy sedum is a definite addition to any cottage garden. It propagates easily and it gives interest from spring to fall. This is the cherry queen zinnia along the edge of this border. This big patch of green foliage is the hardy chrysanthemum. They will bloom very soon. Gotta love these spiders. They're all in the garden. This is the Pretoria canna lily. Its bright orange color is such a treat for the fall garden. I have it planted right in front of a banana tree that is slowly growing, but I love the tropical look it gives to this island bed. The Mars Madness hibiscus is definitely a standout in my garden, especially set up against this limelight hydrangea. Right behind it, you see another orb weaver spider. The sunshine ligustrums give my garden all year interest. Those yellow leaves last year round. The autumn joy sedum is here again along the edge of this long border, looking beautiful. Here's another orb weaver in front of the pink luminosa zinnias. I don't have much luck with dahlias, but I did plant this one yellow dahlia this year. Not sure of the variety. Here you see more zinnias, another orb weaver, and limelight hydrangeas. Oh, there is a smoke bush in the back corner. There's variegated lilies planted in this spot. And in this front area, I have monkey puzzle coleus. It's an annual, but it's beautiful. The variegated lantana is annual, but if I mulch it very well, it may come back next year. This sweet potato vine has really taken over this area, covering my little lime hydrangeas, but I love the way the blooms poke out from the sweet potato vine. And this is my favorite grass in the garden. This time of year, it gives such beautiful color against the limelight hydrangea blooms that have browned, but it's still a pretty garden. This is another favorite in my garden. It's also known as hardy tapioca. This was a gift to me from the Colorful Gardener, and it can be a little bit tender, so I have to keep it well mulched. This is a Clayera. It is a evergreen shrub planted in front of the Miscanthus cosmopolitan grass, which I absolutely love. It may be time to divide it soon. Here you see the cherry queen zinnias that have absolutely gone wild in the veggie garden. And okra is an excellent plant for September. It loves the heat of my garden, and after a while, I cannot keep up with harvesting the okra. But they produce beautiful flowers daily, and the veggies are absolutely delicious. The cardoons are returning for their second flush of the season. They enjoy cooler temperatures, so they are the first plants to come up out of the ground, and they are the first to return in the fall. This is the area that I refer to as juvie. It is a bit overgrown, but there is a snowball viburnum that is blooming for the third time. This is one of my favorite views of the garden. You can see the veggie bed, the remnants of my Rudbeckia maxima, okra, asparagus, and this pathway leads to the long border. This long border has really grown a lot since last year when I installed it. This Alice oakleaf hydrangea is growing so fast. And I love the ground cover back here. I have ajuga planted, heucheras, and several other things planted here. You can see my old school hydrangea planted back here. It rarely blooms. But in the back, there's the panicle limelight hydrangea, sunshine ligustrums, coneflowers that are done for the season. This is jambalaya fountain grass, and it makes its way through all of these shrubs and plants each year. But look at those beautiful blooms. It also gives a lovely airy feeling to this area of the garden. The evergreen shrubs you see here are Nanoglobosa cryptomeria. And of course, more autumn joy sedum with another oakleaf hydrangea planted behind. And they are all under my Muskogee crepe myrtle tree. I try to fill this corner with lots of different sedum, and it's looking pretty good. The little zebra grass gives a beautiful touch to the limelight hydrangeas growing in this area, as well as the Caroline Princess Pennisetum. The dark foliage on these plants, this grass, is absolutely stunning. This is my side garden, and it has changed drastically since 2019. I used to have 2 big Bradford pear trees planted here. Now it's full of beautiful shrubs, perennials, annuals. You can see a smoke bush and a loquat tree planted in the back. But I'm very proud of this area, and it has filled in so much in the last few years. Thank you so much for visiting the garden. Follow me on Instagram at Jay's Garden Journal. Happy gardening, everyone.